thought about signing up to take the full course, but we'll see.
Go to comedy school.
Yeah. Well, you don't go. You do it online. But then you go do the stuff you worked on for 6 weeks. You go and perform it. It was interesting to think about writing jokes and all that. Like $250 though.
A class.
For the comedy class?
For the 6-week course. Not the one I took last night.
$250 for the entire course?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not bad. But it is Christmas coming up.
Merry Christmas.
Kel told me to do it.
Randy.
Randy was texting me. Hey, that was the wrong hand gesture. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pod Bless Podcast, home of the
Pod Bless Podcast.
That's true.
God bless your heart.
There you go. Home of the Pod Bless Your Heart. That is our trademark.
It is, yeah.
We never really put a stamp on it,
That's
but
true.
all of our videos lately have been the Pod Bless Your Heart. At the end of every episode, we do pull a new segment where we Pod Bless someone's heart in a sense of saying, oh, that poor soul.
God bless his heart.
Yeah, but it's from regular news that you can find yourself.
We've
so,
never not done it. It's
No.
like the Sportster to Harley Davidson. you
Yeah,
know?
it's
They've
our
always been
trademark.
made.
It is our trademark. For YouTube, I like to say bless your shorts
Why's
because
that?
their videos are shorts. So I say bless your shorts,
That's
like bless
good.
your drawers, your
That's
draws, as they say.
Salute your shorts. Wasn't
Hey,
that
Mom.
like a
Mom's commenting
TV
in
show?
there. Yeah, salute your shorts. Donkey Lips, Budnick.
You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah.
old.
What was the camp counselor? That was, it was a good name. What was the counselor's name in Salute Your Shorts?
I got you. Keep filling.
It's going to come to me. So there was Donkey Lips, was the kid with a speech impediment. And there was Budnick, who was the redheaded bully. And it was, ooh, man, that's going to kill me. Because it's a good name. It's like a solid.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, tell me.
Ugg.
Ugg.
Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
His nickname was Ugg.
They called him Ugg.
Kirk Bailey played Kevin Ugg Lee.
That's
He had the
true.
hat with the.
Ugly.
He had poison
Yeah.
sumac, and they had an episode where he
He's
was
got the-
bathing in oatmeal to
Yeah.
try to kill the itch. I remember that one.
Man, that show's old. He's
it was
dead.
weird. He's dead?
Died at 59 years old.
Yeah. Those Nickelodeon characters, you got to be careful. Brett. But yeah, welcome to Pod Bless Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Josh Williams.
Lung cancer.
I'm Brett.
I'm
the
Joey.
second host.
Yeah.
Joey's the third host.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's finally back
I won't be here next week.
after hiatus. Why won't you be here next week?
We'll be in North Carolina again.
Oh, traveling down.
No, we'll be there the whole week next week.
He's
No.
catching out a Hornets game.
Are you? No.
Are they the Hornets?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that team existed.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how far Charlotte is from Asheville, but I think it's far.
Oh, I need to bring up the TikTok.
Talk
I
on
almost
the
bought
clock.
one of those screen tappers for TikTok.
Kesha? You guys remember Kesha?
Yeah, she was
She was
the
like
jam.
Pretty
poor
dope.
man's Lady Gaga.
There we go.
better than Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is very, very good musicianally. She's a little
Yeah.
weird, but her music is. She's like a super talented musician.
Toy Gun Operator is from the.
Oh, Toy
that
Gun. We're
area.
going to Asheville, North Carolina to help out with storm relief efforts. So we're going to be feeding people and resourcing people with stuff they're going to need over the winter. Winter's coming.
Which
so
you guys went there a few weeks ago to drop off supplies.
we took a supply run, did some scouting. We're going to do some tree removal while we're there too.
Cool.
We're working with the church, Asheville First Church in Nazarene down there. So
Cool.
if you're close to Asheville, he said he just left there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up there working.
Well, so that means there's power there. He
Well,
brought my
he said he's
man.
done, so.
Brought the power back. That's what I'm talking
You have
about.
to get up with Brandon Moore. He's close by there. It's about an hour or two away.
They still have the same number?
Yeah, same number.
Oh man, that'd
The
be
one
great
that
to
he
see him.
gave you, probably not.
Yeah, he's at Mooreville First Church of the Nazarene.
Yeah,
I think.
they don't have fresh water at the church yet. We're in the areas around it. They still, so we're bringing in bottled water, and they still all they can do with their water is flush it.
Randy wants to know why you're dressed like a lawyer.
I did a graveside funeral today, Randy, so I had to dress up a touch. And then once you put a tie on, you forget you're wearing it.
It's true.
So
But the sweater vest, you never forget.
it was chilly.
You
I think
look
it
like,
looks nice.
You look like the type of guy that gets ready when you're wearing like a suit to Justin Timberlake's kind of a suit and tie.
Yeah, I would definitely get ready to.
So you're just like dancing, tying up your.
Oh, you know I dance all the time. Don't put me.
I still
don't do
know
me
how
like
to
that.
tie a tie. Do you know how to tie a tie?
Mhm.
Yeah. Learned that in
Sumo tie.
Bible college.
Do you know how to
Learned
tie a
at
bow
Catholic
tie?
School.
Yes.
I used to know.
Like bunny ears.
I'm lying. I don't know how to tie a bow
I have
tie.
I learned.
But I knew you wouldn't call me out on it. So I was
Why
just
would I
like,
call-
yes.
No, I learned remember the Valentine's Day banquet we had here a while ago? I learned for that. And then I tied it and it looked nice, but then I was like, was that worth it?
Yeah.
The hour and a half that it took you to tie it.
The YouTube video and the fumbling for 30 minutes.
He yelled at Christina in the process because she interrupted him. In the
I'm trying to do something here.
Get off my back, woman.
But yeah. So I dressed up a little bit today. Also, secret about me is
oh, here we go.
You have
I like
secrets?
it. Yeah, I would dress like this every day if it was appropriate.
Why? You work at a church. It is appropriate.
I don't want people to feel like I think that I'm better than them.
You do, though.
But I don't. But like I enjoy
You
dressing
enjoy looking better than people.
dressing. No, I don't care about what other
He's
people
gonna
look
go
like.
to Asheville in his.
Yeah, Randy agrees with me. He likes dressing up. Come on, y'all don't like putting on some fresh.
He's gonna
threads
go to
every day?
Asheville in his suit and tie and drinking his fresh water.
Hey, I've got
Liquid
death, everybody.
Liquid death. Yeah, but in the liquid death glass.
who needs some
Yeah.
Fiji?
Yeah.
They've got the new cans that you can get
Uh-huh.
from them. They're like $49.
The reusable like thermoses.
Yeah. Like this,
Yeah.
but liquid. Woof.
It's got water in it.
Woof.
Dude,
Sure it
the
does.
bottom comes off,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you can actually clean the whole thing. That's why I bought it.
That is super handy.
Yeah, it was $20.
Wow.
Have you ever
put
seen
it in
the-
one of your 15 backpacks?
Have you seen all the water
Yeah.
bottles that tell you remind you to drink water?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
do they remind you to drink
They
water?
light up and stuff, and
Oh, I like that. That's kinda
Siren
cool.
goes off.
yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So that's fun. Well, I'm glad you're going down there again. How many
was a
how many
great
do you
trip.
have going?
Like 30.
30 people?
It's
Okay.
we had some awesome response from people, and
Yeah.
so I have my book over there. It's kind of complicated, but for the first half of the week we'll have most everybody there, and then a lot of people have to leave, so we'll have about 10 to 15 for the second half of the week. But
Cool.
if anybody wants to go still that's listening or give to it, all the money goes to helping the people out there. Or if you just want to pray, that counts too. So
I'll do that.
be praying for us as we go down there. And we're just trying to relieve some stress off people. People there have been working really hard.
The videos that come out of there that people have been going down with social media have been really powerful.
Dustin's making one for us right now.
Good.
I'll send
Yeah.
it to you, but it's
Yeah, there's some on TikTok that are like really blowing up of people just being like, it's all gone. And
people still don't have water,
yeah.
and it's been more than a month now. You
There-
think they?
Well, there's one old guy that lost all of his equipment. The only thing he had left was like a bulldozer and a backhoe, and so that's all he had left out of his full like arsenal of stuff like
Yeah.
that. And so he just went and started clearing stuff for people, and
Well,
even
so
though
you
he
can-
lost everything,
Yeah.
and
What a
they've been
story.
helping replenish stuff. People have been giving him. I think he got a hold of Snap-on because he lost all of his Snap-on tools, and they're like, "We'll replace everything,"
That's
because
awesome.
they saw that video of him,
Which
talking
is like thousands of
Oh,
dollars
yeah,
worth of
so
equipment.
much.
That's so cool.
What was it? The Christmas tree farm. There was a Christmas tree farm there. It was owned by a family.
Got
That-
wrecked.
It just destroyed them. Yeah, they said we're going to try to save what trees we can, but he's like, we've been growing these for the past few years to have them ready for Christmas. And in that area, that's, real trees are a big deal
Yeah.
in the country. And so yeah, he was talking about that. I need to find the name of the TikTok account that I saw with that, but it was they were really helping a lot of people.
They need the help. They still need it. I know
yeah.
the news cycle's moved on. We've already talked about other
Yeah, there's like something else
disasters
going
and
on. that-
elections,
they're, like, making a big
things
deal
like
about.
that, and people kind of get forgotten. But
Some would call it a massacre.
are we going to talk about
The
that
election.
today
Of course we will. I mean,
at some point?
Zach
We should-
Jones commenting in here. Two guys walking to a bar and the third guy ducks. I always enjoy that joke. Zach, thank you very much
get
for
it.
that.
I get it.
Yeah.
Do you
Like-
get it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Two guys walking to a bar. One guy ducks.
Sorry.
I like those old bar jokes like that, walking into a bar. But most of them I can't share on a Christian comedy podcast.
I don't
that-
know any.
Like a Jew, a rabbi, and a
Yeah.
priest.
Oh, the rabbi's probably Jewish, right?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it's like usually like three different leaders of
Oh
a
yeah,
church walking to
I've heard a bunch of them. I could not like recall one
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
Well, that's like I said, I don't want to repeat them on here.
Thank
so,
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first
Got
tonight?
any grapes? Do you remember that
A
one?
horse walks into
I
a
heard,
bar.
you told me that one.
Oh, yeah. They got any grapes?
The duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big YouTube video for kids, too. They like that a lot.
I don't-
Here, horse walks into a bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?"
Do I need to say something?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
The horse walks into the barn.
Oh,
Horse.
I get it. Sorry. Yeah.
Long face is a term of someone being
My
sad.
bad. I was waiting for more joke there.
Wow.
I've got another horse one. Never
Nope.
mind.
Nope.
Let's go
nope.
on.
Who's going first tonight? What?
I can go first.
All right, go ahead.
Ready to get your ear holes blessed? Take it away, Josh.
There we go. I had to put a comment in. Okay, my segment tonight is yet another segment that I have stolen from another show.
Thou shalt pirate.
But we don't make money on this show, so
Who cares?
screw it. But I'll give it credit where credit is due. So there's a show called The Sunday Show on Barstool Sports Network. And there's a young guy with long hair and a big mustache who has people on and just asks them awkward questions the entire time. And it's just super funny. And he has on huge stars and makes them confused by all the things he asks them. And he's got Glenny Balls that sits on the couch eating ice cream the entire time.
What's his name?
Glenny Balls. It's just he's a big fat guy.
Huh.
He doesn't really ever say anything. He just sits on the couch and eats ice cream and laughs and just,
Sounds like a sweet gig.
He's a side guy.
Yeah.
Super funny guys though. I think it's called The Sunday Show. It comes out every Sunday. And
That's
so
appropriate.
One of their segments that they like to throw out is called Pee and Poop.
Okay, here
So
we
that's
go.
the name of the segment. Now, I tried to explain it to a few people earlier, and it can be confusing hearing just pee and poop. But the concept of this game is I give you a substance that can be ingested,
Okay.
and then you tell me, does it come out as pee or poop? Pretty simple, pretty simple subject, but gets way more confusing than you would expect. So
All right.
if you're playing along at home, you can comment in with
I
your
got this.
That's not, how,
your thoughts.
that's not how pee and poop work.
And I'm going to go ahead and cut you off now. There is no both. It is pee
No, I'm
or
pretty
poop.
sure everything
Nope.
is both.
Nope.
Like
For
scientifically.
the game's sake. Hey,
Oh, okay,
Brian
sorry.
Daniels. Pee and poop.
Wow, we have a lot of
I'm
response right
intrigued.
now for
Yes.
this.
So get ready for this.
Okay, I'll try to not ruin this game.
Well, that's the reason I went
Yeah.
ahead and stopped you beforehand. There is no, but it's both. No,
Well,
you say-
scientifically, I think it's always both because it gets broken down and then redistributed and then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't say that. So
okay, yeah,
we got that out of the way.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hit
So
me. Give me
or
give me an
poop.
easy one first.
I wish we made separate music just for it because that's
Wait.
hilarious.
Brett, he says it, and we have to at the same time say our answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I've got a few listed down here, but I'm going to say the first food that you ingest, and I want to know if it's pee or poop, watermelon.
Okay, I'm ready.
Pee.
You ready? Pee.
You going with pee?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not giving a right or wrong.
It's like 80% water.
Well, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying that's your opinion, and
Nobody
you can
eats the rind.
ingest the thought process of what it is.
Oh, okay,
There's a
okay.
lot of fiber.
Okay.
I
Not
once
if you don't eat the rind.
I once had no, trust me. I once ate an entire watermelon by myself
And
as a
pooped.
competition, and I had the most explosive diarrhea not even an hour later. And it was
Really?
all
I believe it.
watermelon.
Is it? You think it's the water though?
I thought it was blood because it was all of the the texture of the watermelon in the bowl, and I was like, "Oh no!" Like, "Oh wait, that's just watermelon."
There's a ton of fiber in watermelon.
My mom says poop, and Toy Gun says pee. So
Oh wait, now I have a conflicting result that says it's not a good source of fiber. The first one said it was. I'm going to agree
Listen.
with that one.
well, it's most of the water that gives the push to the diarrhea, but the fiber in the
There's nothing better than a good watermelon. Like
Dude.
On a hot day,
I ate so much that time. I still love watermelon,
but it has to be in like a triangular slice.
well, I cut
I
my
don't-
own watermelon like a man, so
yeah, I kind
I
of cut
choose
it.
what it-
I usually cut it
Christina's
up
really
for the,
good at cutting watermelon.
Usually cut it up for the kids in like little cubes or whatever.
Like
Okay.
she's like a wizard with it.
all right. Next food, next ingestion. Get ready out there in TV land. Salisbury steak,
Okay, ready?
pee or poop?
3, 2, 1.
Pee.
Poop.
Ooh,
Why?
has a
I
lot of
knew you were
gravy.
gonna say poop.
Oh, you can't just change.
It has a lot of gravy. in it.
No, anything beef is solid. Feces.
Here's one that might mess with you a little bit. Toy Gun says poop on that one. This one might mess with you just a little bit because if you think about it long enough, it will confuse you. But for this ingestion, coffee, pee or poop?
Coffee has to be urine.
No, I'm saying poop.
Oh,
I don't drink coffee.
you don't know the inner turmoil that happens within your body.
It's bad.
Coffee.
Is it diuretic?
Brian Daniels has a comment here. What's he saying?
hot summer day, cool watermelon right after taking it out of the ice bucket.
Oh, that is good. But what would you guys say out there in TV land? Coffee, pee or poop? Because any black coffee drinker will know.
Yeah.
After about 10 to 15
Coffee makes
minutes,
you go to the bathroom.
Oh, man. It
Yeah.
does it ever.
If you ever, when you're preaching on Sunday, because I typically don't drink coffee because I have to go to work and like drive around and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're preaching on Sunday and I'm running sound, and
You don't
I'll
drink
drink
coffee?
I'll drink coffee, but you'll see that I go missing for a minute.
At least you come back.
Toy gun says poop. I have
Brian
seen-
did.
That was a
Poop.
false start or something.
Yeah, coffee is a rough one because it is a diuretic as well.
Yeah, coffee's supposed to make
says
you go to the
poop on
bathroom,
it.
right?
Yeah, it does hit your gut. If you have a cigarette and a cup of coffee, you're double duty.
Cigarettes don't make you go to the bathroom.
Yes, they do.
How in the world
It
can
is-
smoking a cigarette make
It's
you
the
go
nicotine.
to the bathroom?
Nicotine. Because if you put a dip in too, nicotine from that will also make you need to poo. Preacher, we need to take you out on a camping trip and show you all the ways of the poo.
I never, even before I was like serious about my faith, I never liked cigarettes. I always thought they were
Yeah,
kinda
they're
gross.
so gross. Since Brett and I have been on our new weight loss journey, and well, not weight loss, fitness journey.
Congratulations, by the way. Proud of you fellers.
I'm going to throw this one in here. Pee or poop, protein powder.
It's got to be feces. It's
Powder.
pretty solid.
It's powder you mix with water.
It's poop.
It's solid. Protein is solid.
I will attest. It's
out of
poop.
bounds.
He just threw a pick.
Is that a bounce?
Randy has some comments there. He's saying something about coffee and smokes. What was he saying?
It's a thing as a former smoker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes you go poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, protein powder definitely is something that gets things moving. Big double scoop for breakfast and really get you stuck in a bathroom. This one's fairly easy. Pee or poop, corn,
Poop.
It has to be feces.
cream corn.
No one should eat that. Nobody should ever eat cream corn.
Mom just commented in, said poop does have the cutest emojis.
She's
She
right
is
about that.
using the
They
emojis.
really gave it a ridiculous emoji. She's not wrong about that.
But yeah, corn definitely would be poop. But now cream corn does have that consistency of the liquidiness, but it still has the kernels in there that will make you make it travel through your system. We're going to go with a new one here that is liquidy. Cream of mushroom soup. Pee or poop?
Never had it.
Pee.
Pee. It is liquiid.
Although
Soup has
mushrooms
gotta
probably
be-
make you
It
pee.
Soup
is
has to be
thick.
urine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty thick. It's not like a liquidy soup too
It's like
much.
a clam chowder.
Yeah, that's kind of a chowder.
Chowder.
But you use it a lot of times just to help put a creamy base to most things. So you don't even have cream of mushroom by itself most times.
Maybe I should start using something.
Casseroles. and stuff.
casseroles, yeah.
Put a can of that on there.
Why do we call it a casserole? Noah, can you look that up? Why do we call casseroles casseroles?
So this is going to be
Oh, yeah.
a brain teaser right here. Pee or poop, asparagus.
Urine.
Asparagus makes my pee taste funny.
It does make your pee taste funny. Yours. No, that is one that makes you think because it is a fibrous piece of thing that will go through your system. But within 5 minutes of eating it, your pee stinks.
I can't
like
eat
asparagus. I love it. I get it crispy. I bake it in the oven, put a little breadcrumb and a little bit of Parmesan.
Yeah, Sarah's been on a Parmesan
Yeah.
asparagus trip
It-
for a while.
If you get it crispy, it's the best. But even sauteed in like a pan, it's good that way too.
Do you know why it's called a casserole?
Why is it called a casserole?
Because the pan is called a casserole pan.
Yeah, it's a casserole dish.
Yeah.
It's what you make a casserole in.
Yeah.
But that's why a casserole is called that because of the dish.
Yeah.
So the dish came
The
before.
dish came. The pan was named that first, and then
chicken
they named
came
the
before
food
the
after
egg.
that.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
what he said.
What he said.
Yeah.
Mom says pee on the asparagus.
How many of these do you have?
Taste?
Taste?
How many more of these do you have?
I've got just a couple more.
Okay.
They're well worth it. This is one that can make you think.
Oh.
Apple juice.
Wait, you told me at the end I wasn't gonna like it.
You never will.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Apple juice. Pee or poop?
It's urine.
Poop.
Juice is urine.
Seriously, if you drink a whole jug of apple juice, you're gonna poop.
What can you drink a whole jug of and not go to the bathroom?
Good point.
So like, no, you're
No,
gonna
it'll make you go to.
yeah.
You don't even have to drink a whole jug. Like if your kids having issues
Yeah.
pooping, they tell you to give them incomplete. They tell you
They
to
call
give
it
them,
incomplete?
Yeah, they tell you to give them apple juice. See,
Yes.
I can do it nonchalant. He can't.
Yeah, no, he cannot stay focused on
Right.
two things at once.
Sorry, I don't do this every week.
Okay, we're going to jump on. We got just a few more, and I'll jump into the next one.
What, the podcast? We know you miss a
Yeah.
lot.
Pee or
job.
poop? Celery.
That's
Ooh.
urine all day long. There's no calorie. Don't you burn more calories chewing the celery than you do the celery gives you?
That's what I have heard before, but I think that's a conspiracy theory.
I'm gonna go poop.
Yeah, it is a lot of fiber.
Now it's fibrous.
Yeah, they say it's good for you if you're doing like a water
I
fast
like
type
to
of thing.
put some peanut butter on it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
ants on
definitely-
the wall.
I actually
Mm,
dipped
yeah.
mine in. I had some Duke's mayonnaise and
Oh.
some tuna
Ah,
and
okay, no, now
some fancy pickles, and I took my celery stick and
As we're going through a fitness journey, I cannot eat tuna. I
Sarah
cannot.
had a
It is the
pickle in a
best.
bag today. Where did you
Big Mama?
buy those?
you get
Big
those
Mama?
at the gas
Yeah, you get
stations.
the gas station.
Are they flavored?
Yeah, I mean, they're like a pickle.
Yeah. Now this one's for our less savory folks that are not in the
Oh.
church as much, possibly.
I'm scared about this one.
We'll say beer, pee
Oh.
or poop.
Pee.
Definitely urine.
Well,
It's like drinking bread, though.
the first 7 is pee. Anything past that, I'll go ahead and tell you.
Once again, if you drink that much of something,
Yes.
it's gonna backfire.
It's going to evacuate any orifice.
but if it's
gotta get
regular
out of
liquor,
here.
it makes you poop, right?
That's true. Helps cleanse out the kidneys, they say. Here comes
Sure the
another
ball.
liquid one to give you a little thought process. Prune juice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know the rumor of I don't drink prune juice, but I've heard it makes you move.
How do you ever poop? Like you don't drink any of
I'm
the
very
things
regular.
or eat any of the things that you.
I'm like clockwork.
wow,
I drink a lot of water.
Clockwork Brown.
I drink a lot
Poop.
of water.
It's poop.
Yeah, poop.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
feces,
dude.
yeah.
Prune juice. If you ever have a problem, if you ever get backed up, drink a glass of prune juice, and you will. I eat prunes every day now.
You know what? You know what
Tasty.
really gets me? Maybe I have like an allergy. I don't know. Cherry tart, because you have when you have gout, they say cherry
Cherries are
terry
good.
juice.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you drink that, I drank it right before a softball game one time. Oh my gosh!
Did you see Mom's
She said
comment?
puke.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if there was a third category here.
Turns out there is.
Yeah.
Last but not least, pee or poop. This is the one Joey's been anticipating. Pee or poop. Communion.
You're right. I don't like it. You're right.
It's grape juice, so I'm going to say poop.
Well, you got the body of Christ as well.
Touchdown, Josh! Touchdown!
Yeah, it's tied. Way to go, guys.
No.
They're up by 4.
No, they're up.
Oh, I thought the 7 popped on after that. Anyway, great segment. I know.
No,
was
I
really
did
good. I
like
did
it.
like it.
I had great crowd involvement. I thought it was good. I only didn't answer one of them. So there you go.
That's okay. But yeah,
It's
communion
definitely-
is a fun
Communion's poop or pee though, right?
one. I don't
poop.
know. You got bread.
Grape juice does it. It's all juices.
The body of Christ
No,
compels
go
you.
ahead and hit my music for me, will you?
You'll tell us later what you really think. That's what he does.
The body of Christ compels you.
Is there nothing on it?
The body of Christ compels
Go ahead, yeah. Hit my
No,
music.
His music. He muted
He thought
me.
I said hit my mute.
He muted me.
He muted all of us.
They could tell us.
Sit down. Listen up to what Joey's got to say. It's poop.
Oh, thank you, Noah. Thank you. Okay, hey, I want to talk about. So we had an election. I don't know if you guys heard about it this last
We
week.
did?
Yeah, I don't really want to
Local
talk about
government?
the election. I want to talk about
For mayor?
the ridiculousness of political ads, and then that led me to think of something else, which is the segment I want to actually do.
Okay.
So, do you actually think anyone's vote is determined off a political ad?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you really think there's people out there that are like, they're right about Bernie Moreno and like don't vote for him because of it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the lower tier stuff, if you put an ad out there and say something cool about somebody or say something bad about
Yeah.
somebody, when you go to the poll and forget about that person but see their
subliminal?
name, it's like, oh yeah, they're a R word.
You're right.
Ist.
Republican.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was funny.
A
So,
Republicanist.
it made me think of like other things that like an election is a season, right? Like it comes every 4 years, 2 years, depending on local
office,
stuff.
yeah.
Like it's a season. I was like, man, what are some other annoying seasons? So I think the top of my list is the political season.
Okay.
Signs everywhere. I did like it though. I don't know who goes out and takes all the political signs down. They're-
Usually like day after.
It's the law in a lot of places. Like they have to be down.
HOAs.
So I don't know if there's a government dude that drives around and takes them down or what.
Probably just call them like, hey, you got to take this down right of the day.
They make wonderful shooting targets to put your like paper onto to shoot because they're already like they're
the
great
paper.
for that. They're really great for that.
I wonder if it's the same guy who called
In a safe
Hamas
environment.
and said, hey, knock it off. And they're like, yeah, we're done. We're not going to throw any more missiles.
Yeah, that happens.
Because that happened the day right after.
It did.
Yeah.
So that
China too.
I think political season's my least favorite season. Just the frustration it causes
What's
people,
Randy saying there?
the anger. People
How much
get
money
into.
was spent on? How much money was
yes.
spent is disgusting. They're trying
Oh,
to change
yeah.
people's minds.
Yeah.
They're meant to get people out
Yeah,
to vote.
yeah, literally
Kamala's
billions.
campaign built an entire Fortnite map. And the
What?
funniest part about it, there was a Fortnite map you could go play on that the Kamala train paid for to build so that you could go in there and be like,
Was it any good?
no.
Why?
There was no guns, and all you could do was tear down buildings with your pickaxe and loot. You could find loot.
You couldn't play the game?
But there was no guns. You played the game, but you just looted and destroyed the city,
Is that not really?
which is funny.
I thought the point of
Huh.
the game was to
if you
shoot
think
each
about
other.
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the point, though. They were.
I get to. Are you sure this really happened? This
Yes,
sounds like a joke.
No, it really happened. They wasted.
All
a bunch
you
of
could
money.
do is cause destruction.
Yeah, in loot, and
But
you could build, but it was
Well,
really
you couldn't
crude.
shoot anybody because you can't own a rifle.
I'm getting a phone call.
Of course you
I
are.
usually don't get calls
Right during your segment.
right during my segment. Yeah,
You can watch the voicemail. What they say,
you're right.
it'll pop up, and you can like look at it what they're saying while they're saying it. But it is still your segment.
Sorry.
So, what season do you hate? I'll finish this segment.
What season do
for-
I hate? All the hay fever stuff and like pollens.
Oh,
and
allergy season.
Allergy season
That's
is
such a good
horrible.
one.
Which it's wintertime and summertime. They both come around. But as I get older, I'm way more allergic to pollens and stuff like that now.
Allergy is
Yeah.
a very good one. I also wrote down time change season
Right
because
now,
it's a
yeah.
season. Because the time changes and then you have to like adjust to it.
You do. It doesn't bother me as much that I don't have like a job.
So
'Cause-
my kids, when we fall back, they go to bed wonderfully because they feel like it's still earlier or
But
later. But
then
when
they
you
start
spring,
waking up.
oh,
They start waking up way early. Ben got up at 3:00 in the morning the next day.
whew,
Him and Edie.
that's too early. Did they move that much on a flag?
So we had to get up and be like, "You're going back to bed." I ain't going back to bed.
You can't make me do nothing.
And fell asleep in 2 minutes.
Yeah. I also wrote down Toyota-thon
That is the best of the holidays.
because it happens the same time every year,
Mm-hmm.
and by the time it's over, I'm like I'm not. First off, I have a thing about
Toyotas.
Toyotas are fine, but
Gotta think about them kind of
no,
guys.
I hate seeing Christmas time car commercials.
Oh.
Especially they've run the same GMC one for like 5 years.
Where
and
he
it's like,
gives her a car.
he comes
Yeah.
home with a truck and an SUV, and like clearly he wants the truck, but she's like, "Oh, that's wonderful." And she goes and gets in the truck, and he's like, "Well, I guess I'll jump in the other car." And I'm like, "You just spent $150,000 on vehicles without
Yeah.
telling your wife."
The SNL bit
get
about it
murdered.
was hilarious because
I
they
haven't-
pointed that out.
I've not seen this.
You went and bought a vehicle without talking to me? We have a financial bank account together. And like she like gave him a really hard time. He's like, "What? It's Toyota-thon."
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
Happy Honda Days
Yeah.
or whatever. Like,
Yeah, it was hilarious.
yeah, that one. That,
That was one
bothers
they
me a
really
lot.
nailed down.
And then finally, not Christmas. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
If I could just remove Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Don't want a lot
yeah.
for Christmas.
I like it.
There's just one thing I need.
And yeah. What? Mariah
Top five
Carey's top
worst
five. Wow, Noah off the top rope with his top 5 worst people in this world category.
She was in the movie Zohan.
Don't mess
I have
with
not
the
seen
zone.
that.
Don't mess with the Zohan. That was a good one.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, she was in the movie as herself.
Was Michael Myers in that too?
No, they're two.
Is he in
separate
another
comedians.
weird movie like that? Then
Every movie he's done.
Jeez.
good point.
Yeah.
That was wow.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, dropping a brick. Yeah, that's the extent of what my annoying. There are just times where you're like, oh, do we have to do this again?
When my nephew was in elementary school, they were talking about the seasons of the year, and they said, "Can you name the seasons of the year, Dustin?" And Dustin said, "Yeah, squirrel season, deer season, turkey season," and that was literally in his head. He was like, "Those are the seasons that my dad talks about all the time." So yeah, it was always a fun story to retell. Another funeral I have to go to right now.
No.
Okay, good. But yeah, seasons.
Hey, at least if you did, you were dressed for it.
I would be. I mean, you don't get many last minute like you need to be here right now funerals.
You could. Like, hey, we can't find anybody. This guy
Yeah.
was a real jerk. Can you come and make something up real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
Mom says she loves Toyotas. We have been a big Toyota fan.
Oh yeah,
in our
nothing
life.
against Toyotas. I just get tired of hearing about it. And like, no one buys who's buying cars for Christmas?
You know what season I hate? Veterans Day. I'm teasing.
Monday.
No, yeah, I love Veterans Day.
You know, and kids don't get off school. I guess you got to still work through it too, right?
No, it's a federal holiday
But then why do the kids have to go to school?
because they got 2 days off for Election Day.
It's true.
They did, which I
There's-
get. Like,
there's
you don't want to go just Monday.
there's a lot of people that don't send their kids, like especially veterans,
Yeah.
that don't send their kids to school on Veterans Day because it's Veterans Day. You know,
Veterans Day should be a day off.
Yeah, I think so.
Columbus Day is no longer celebrated, right?
No, it's called something else.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah.
No, it's still Columbus Day too, which is hilarious because they put them both on the same day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, not now. Not in Trump's America. No, I'm just kidding. You got a segment?
Yeah.
Story time with Brett.
So something
Come
big
on,
happened this
crew.
week. We
What?
were kind of touched on it just a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a new president elected.
Yeah.
that is true.
President elect.
Well, that was going to happen either way.
No. Well, I guess.
Yeah, because neither of them was the president,
Yeah.
the incumbent.
Well, Trump won
Yep.
the
He did.
election.
He did.
I don't know. They're still counting a few votes.
No, that's mathematically impossible
I'm just
now.
kidding. You know, he still didn't set a record. You know that Joe's record was still higher 4 years ago
It's-
than his record this
Okay.
year?
So my question to that is, where did all those people go?
Oh wait, is this where we're going with this right
No,
now?
that's not where
Okay.
we're going. I was just talking about it because it was pointed out by
Because
somebody.
there's like a 20 million vote difference.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where did they go? Anyway,
that's and like, well, yeah. If you look at what, no, we shouldn't. Go
so Trump won. Good, bad, whether you enjoy Trump, don't enjoy Trump. It's all right. It'll
Yeah.
be all right. It's only 4 years.
there. You'll survive.
Yep. We did it.
It's only 4 years of the apocalypse.
We survived 4 years of a lot of bad presidents, but
Mom loves Toyotas and mom loves Trump.
I wonder how many
what she
people
called
does
it.
that overlap?
Overlap.
Like
Toyota's
Toyota
Trump.
love and Trump love.
I don't know.
I know. I bet I wouldn't. I don't associate Toyota with.
Right.
What car do you most associate? What vehicle do you most associate with
Chevy.
Republicans?
Oh. Yeah, Chevy.
I was going to say Fords,
Chevys.
F-150s.
You can't because Gerald Ford was not a
Ooh.
Republican. He was a Democrat.
He played
Was
football.
he? How did you know that? Off the top of your head.
I have no. I
You
really just made that up.
I was like, that's impressive. How did you know that Gerald Ford?
If I was
And now he's
betting,
going to look it up and make
Yeah.
sure.
I would say he's a Democratic president.
Yeah. Gerald Ford. I don't know. Sounds very Republican to me.
He was a Republican.
Hey! Ford is Republican.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
He's a rhino.
not an elephant or a duck.
So Trump won.
He did.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a game. It's
Ooh.
called Trump Card.
Trump card.
I see what he did there.
Trump
I see what
card.
he did.
Where did you come up
So
with
you're-
that? No, I'm just kidding.
So you're going out to dinner with your wife. This is just a scenario.
No kids?
No kids.
Thank God.
You don't even. it
That's
doesn't
my
matter.
America.
Thank God. You're like, if anyone would have told me that in the election, I'd have voted for them. Free child care. Yes. Shut up and take my vote.
Got it. Play places in all the restaurants.
Oh, now I'm picturing McDonald's play places in like Texas Roadhouse or like the precinct, like
That'd be awesome.
nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How do you play trump card?
so she says, "I want to go to
Olive
Texas Road."
Garden.
Yeah,
Texas
Olive
Roadhouse.
Garden.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And
I
you
was
say,
thinking
"I want to
fancy.
go to Texas Roadhouse."
There you go.
Okay.
And she says, "Okay, well, we can do that, but you got to play your trump card." So you get one trump card, let's say a week.
And I get my
You get what you want,
You get what you want,
but she gets a trump card for the week that she gets what
and
she
she
wants.
does. And
Which I think is kind of bogus because it seems like that happens quite a bit.
yeah, something's not right here, but
But I'll play along. Go ahead.
yeah. So whose trump card out trumps the other? I'm gonna say the.
That's what I was
the
about to say.
wife's.
Like, if I use mine, can she then play hers?
immediately play
And
hers?
then it
She
trumps
pulls-
my
I
trump
think
card?
it does. I think
I
it does.
think, yeah, second trumper always
yeah.
wins.
It's
Yeah.
the person who plays the last trump card.
Yeah, because if you burn it,
It's a
then
royal
that's part of the
flush.
risk.
Oh yeah, because if you say so first,
Yeah.
you would take.
Yeah.
I like this.
Then she's gonna have
Yeah.
to pick her battles.
She can be like, do I
wanna trump
wanna
this one? He's
burn it
probably
now?
gonna buy something big this week.
Yeah.
Do I want to trump that?
I think I'd pack around some Uno cards instead. Draw 4.
Reverse.
Back to me.
Skip.
I think the skip would come in very
Yeah,
handy with
yeah.
that. But no, a trump card. I think it's a good idea for
Yeah.
couples.
It would be a purchase that I don't need. Like, I'm just speaking like vaguely here. Something I don't need but want a lot in the moment that I would look back on, 2 weeks later and be like, I probably shouldn't have bought this.
Oh yeah,
So I probably shouldn't have a trump card, but that's what I would use it for.
So you want a
but she
Biden
could.
card?
But if she wants to stop you, she could trump over that.
Yes, that is true.
But you would have to
She's-
actually tell her you're buying something. You have to communicate before
right.
you buy something.
And he'd be lying. He'd be lying too. He'd be like, "Oh, I bought this. I played my trump card," but he didn't.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't.
Yeah, that would be it.
But I think in order to do that, you would have to show it in front of them to be like, "This is my trump card."
Or can I use it on chores?
Sure.
It's a trump card.
It's a trump card.
for decisions. Yeah,
What now?
it's a commercial.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, Rain.
Can you use it on
Wilson,
chores?
yeah. Yeah, so if you can use it on chores, that I'd be like, she'd be like, "Can you come do the dishes?" And I'm like, "Trump card."
Nope.
But yeah, once a week, that'd be awesome.
That'd be fun. I think
You want
it's
to clean
a fun,
the house tonight? Trump card.
It's a fun thing to like have communication open up more.
Yeah.
Because if you take it too serious, it becomes like a pain in the butt. Like,
Hey, I don't.
yeah,
I don't want to fool around tonight. Trump card.
yeah. Like, yeah.
I was
we got
leaving
the
that
kids
off the
down
table.
early.
I was
Trump
leaving that
card.
off the table. She trumps you back.
but yeah,
and then
you have
you're
to
like,
play it
How
right.
defeated are you after that?
She'd be like, I'm gonna trump it back. Headache. Oh, dang it.
You got me.
Yeah, got yoga in the morning.
My
Trump
contact
card.
lens is trying to pop out right now. I'm good.
Well, ooga.
You got to leave them in. The Bengals are winning with them in.
He's right.
It's true. If you take them out, you're gonna lose. It's all your fault.
It's so funny how many times I actually buy into that. Like if I'm watching a sports event, and I'm like, I can't change it. Or if like when Tennessee was playing Alabama, the first half was crap, so I went and changed into different Tennessee gear, and then they won. So now that's my new game day attire I start with.
That's fun.
It's stupid.
I think the Trump idea is like something we should put on our OnlyFans account to sell.
That's what we should make. A trump card.
Someone definitely.
His and
Pod's
hers
license.
trump card. There's no way.
Oh, a his and her. So she would have no, that wouldn't work good. She'd have the Kamala one. His and her.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
wife Trump.
No, one would be Trump and one would be Melania.
Melania.
Is that right? Yeah.
I think we should just keep them both Trump,
Yeah.
or just say Trump instead of having.
Do you
an
think
actual
your
person.
wife would play that if that was a real thing? Would you guys play that?
For fun, but like in reality, the real decisions would come down to like discussion.
I think it would be a fun game if it wasn't involving,
Like money or
presidential stuff. So even the idea of a Trump card, but without it being related to Trump, because not everybody likes.
or like man card, woman card.
There you go. But still call it a Trump. I'm going to Trump that. Yeah.
That's the hard part. Is Trump also
So-
has other meanings.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the twist that he had to play on there.
Like, hey, I think we're going to Hawaii for vacation. Trump it. No, we're going to the Bahamas.
I do hate
Whoa.
traveling. That's
That's
a big Trump.
card.
Yeah. But
Whoa.
she can just Trump over it.
Yeah.
See, it ends up being a game.
No,
of
you
like,
got to
who
get her
can
to
wait.
use it on something smaller.
Psychological
and then
game.
Yes.
and make her think you're going to counter it, so she uses hers, and
Yeah.
you're like, you don't. She's like, wait, you're supposed to, and you're like, oh, but I didn't, so now I got to prove it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to hang on to mine. I'm doubling up.
Can you bank these? Can you cash? Do you bank?
Oh.
They roll over?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Just once a week.
Okay.
She was like, hey, take a shower. Trump card. No. I'm trumping you. You're going to take a shower.
You're sleeping on the couch. Fine. I'll stink it on the couch.
No, you trump card the couch.
That's when I wore onions in my socks. When I had that real bad congestion, I was like, I'm gonna do this old wives' tale, and I put the onions in my socks. And Kel's like, you're sleeping on the couch. I was like, I'm fine.
Did it
I
work?
feel so. I've not had that congestion since. That was like 2 years ago. Like literally, like the congestion that when you lay down to sleep, you're like, and you get choked and like
Yeah.
think you're gonna die.
I'm
Yeah.
about to put some
Ever since I
onion in my
put
sock. Cooked or uncooked?
uncooked, you just slice them and put them on.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used the one from that photo.
2. Double. Double O's. Double O's.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
so
bless
trump card.
somebody.
It's a new thing.
Pod bless your heart.
All right.
Here, I've got it here on my phone. So here is tonight's Pod Bless segment where we find something from the news, we read it out, and then we try to bless someone's heart. Bless their heart. When we find the person that we feel the sorriest for. CBS News, residents warned after 43 monkeys escape research facility
Whoa.
in South Carolina.
I only wrote down 40. An extra 3 really counts.
Well, the news got updated. Authorities in South Carolina on Thursday warned residents to lock their doors and windows after more than 40 monkeys escaped from the research facility. The primates broke loose from an Alpha Genesis facility and
Isn't there a video game that starts like
Beaufort
this where like a
County?
disease gets spread like that?
It's apes and what's that? Planet of the Apes. Yeah.
The only movie about apes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
traps
Oh,
have
King
been
Kong.
Yeah, you're
traps have been set up and thermal imaging cameras are being used in effort to locate the fugitive monkeys.
How do you trap a monkey?
The Yosemite Police Department
Use a banana.
Yeah, okay.
or Yemassee Yemassee Police Department said in a statement. Police confirmed 43 rhesus macaws. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's the name of the monkey.
yeah. Primates escaped, and none had been captured as of early
Hold on, I'm
afternoon.
gonna look how big they are.
Authority, they're small. They're not big. They're not gigantic.
I bet that thing would wreck you.
How many of those do you think you could take?
Well, authorities said primates, very young females weighing approximately 6 to 7 pounds, and had never been used for testing due to their age.
Yeah, I could handle waves of these. Just wave after wave. I'm just punting these things one by
They
one.
got sharp teeth, dude,
Just
and
nine-
opposable thumbs.
But if I have boots on, I'm curb stomping one, I'm punting the next one.
If a cat comes at me, I get freaked out. I can imagine a monkey with arms and hands on their feet.
and then they get
Yeah.
on your face, and you fall over, and then
You're
they
a
swarm
You're
you.
a goner.
Yeah, it's like in Jurassic Park, the little dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That the guy's like looking at, like screwing with, and thinks
Yeah.
they're no big deal, and then they just wreck him, and you see him die. But you
Oh,
don't
the
see him die.
little
You see the
tinies.
blood
Yeah,
run
yeah.
under the.
That's
in the
actually the
lake.
size of
stream.
velociraptors. Velociraptors aren't the size of people.
Really?
Yeah. After they looked at it and stuff,
Makes more
they're like,
sense.
Yeah. Alpha Genesis currently have eyes on the primates and are working to entice them with food, police said, describing the monkeys as skittish. Residents are strongly advised to keep doors and windows secured to prevent these animals from entering homes. If you spot any of the escaped animals, please contact 911 immediately and refrain from approaching them.
Oh no! Are you calling 911? Or are you trying to catch one?
It's a big article.
You play it right. You get a free monkey.
That's true.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
And they've been in captivity, so
Yeah.
it's like you just got to be cool with them. Let's see. The monkeys have escaped from Alpha Genesis before. 8 years ago, 18 primates escaped from the company's facility, but were recaptured about 6 hours later. Last year in Pennsylvania, dozens of lab monkeys escaped after a truck. I remember this one. A truck carrying 100 of the animals crashed. All the primates were later accounted for. They didn't say captured. Accounted for. They shot them.
translation, they died.
How long ago was that?
8 years ago.
So, how long ago was Harambe shot?
That's been 13 years ago.
2016.
Was it?
Yeah.
My brother-in-law and mother-in-law were there.
8 years
There's
ago.
they went on
It was
a
a monkey spree.
Spree.
It was the Planet of the Apes trying to happen, and
Right.
Put
shut
it
it
down.
down.
Had to put it down. I can't stand the Planet of the Apes movies because I'm like,
There's a new one.
we would handle that.
The newest one they said is not very good, though. I was talking to Colin, and they said it doesn't even have anything to do with like Caesar and all the ones that were in the main movies.
Like, you know how many guns we have?
Lots.
Can I say guns?
You already did. We don't get paid, so we can say anything. we
Well, I
want.
think TikTok removes people who are saying certain things.
They probably are. It doesn't matter anyway. There's nobody viewing on TikTok. Is
Randy, I'm getting a monkey call. I'm getting a monkey call first and a new pet. Yeah. No, he's right. That's like, well, imagine, okay, kids get so excited when they get a cat or a dog for Christmas.
Yeah.
Imagine
Here's your
you
monkey.
capture a Reese's monkey, which sounds like a Reese's cup anyways, and you have a monkey in a box, and they open it up and like, oh, check it out, it's a monkey.
Yeah.
No,
Monkeys are cute. Well, what about the squirrel and the raccoon getting killed here lately?
I have not heard a thing about that. Please explain it to
It's
me.
crazy. Well, let's bless somebody first, and then we'll jump into.
Oh yeah, who are we blessing here?
I don't know. Whoever it is
How
that
about the organization? Because you shouldn't have
Alpha Genesis.
2 monkey escapes in 8 years is too
No,
many.
8 years is a big gap. Maybe they heard about Trump getting in office, and they're like, "Oh, he's back. Let the monkeys loose."
We got to do something.
I do remember that truck wrecking, though.
I think we should bless Alpha Genesis, and they should change their name to something less foreboding.
That's true.
Yeah,
We're not going to let monkeys out, Genesis.
yeah,
Don't worry, we'll lock the doors, Genesis.
yeah.
This won't happen again.
Monkey security Genesis.
This place is bananas, Genesis.
All right, Alpha Genesis Research Facility.
Pod bless your heart.
Boom.
God bless her heart for you. But yeah, so the whole squirrel and raccoon
yeah, explain
thing.
that to me, please. Catch me up.
This guy, they have a rescue place, and they had rescued a squirrel and a raccoon. They have horses. They take care of animals. And,
Why are we rescuing squirrels and raccoons?
Well, I think that was just a process that happened. That
Okay.
they found one and they nourished it to health and raised it. But somebody saw it online, and much like swatting and stuff, they called like the government facility. It was like, hey, they have unlicensed animals. And he was making a ton of videos because they were super cute. And
Were
the
they
squirrels-
unlicensed?
I don't know. TikTok stars, yeah, because of the animals. And yeah, the government came in and killed them. Took the animals,
What?
turned his whole bedroom upside down, his kitchen upside down.
They killed the guy.
No, the squirrel and the raccoon.
Oh,
You said killed them, and I thought
Them.
you meant they killed the human
squirrel
too.
and raccoon.
Squirrels and raccoons are not
But it was their
pet
beloved
level.
pet.
they're pests.
We've had them as pets, both of them. They're super cute. And once you have them,
Raccoons
like,
are not cute.
once they're domestic and stuff, they're super fun to play with. But yeah, so that was a big ordeal.
touchdown.
Tutties. Sorry.
That was nuts.
Wait. So is that legal?
No, it was very wrong. Well, I mean, they were using they were government officials.
That's what
They were-
lost
they were
Harris
using
the
their
election.
power. It really, yeah, it was a big
Misuse
deal.
of government power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There was a
he
bunch of
sent
that.
sent the SWAT team into the squirrel.
yeah. Should have put it somewhere
What was the
else.
squirrel's name?
Philip.
Was it? I can't remember.
No, I have no
It was,
idea.
like, it was like Fluffy or something like that. Bandit, I think, was the raccoon.
I can't keep up with everything anymore, man.
You never kept up before. Don't act like
Oh shoot,
it's football season. It's hard to pay attention to things that are going on right in front of your face.
we're doing good tonight. I'm proud of us right now.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh, come on, that was a great play.
That's a really good. Both of you just.
Oh,
We probably should have split you up on table
That's a
sides
good point. Yeah.
because you both.
Well, there's still a quarter and a half left here, so
Hey, Jamar Chase. He's doing the Hulk Hogan.
Chase is on the case, as Tony Romo would say. That was so close.
Oh, he was in it again.
Hey!
After the election was announced, did you see Hulk Hogan dancing? He was out there. You're gonna spill that all over your phone. But he got up there doing the Hulkster stuff and ripping off his tank top.
And he doesn't look like Hulk anymore.
Well, yeah, he had another tank top on.
Oh.
Thank goodness. But then,
Are those FCG?
but then he did the Trump dance where he goes, like the one that Trump does at rallies. He's like, hey. So yeah, Hulk Hogan did that at the end of his thing, and people lost their mind. They're like, that's great.
I saw somebody post that you better get the next UFC because it's going to be the hardest walkout of all time.
No, the next Friday is the big. You're going to be out of town for it too.
Oh yeah, Tyson and Jake Paul. They're fighting on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Next
Yeah,
Friday night.
live.
is that going to be sad?
No, I think Tyson's going to knock him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want that. I want that.
Well, everybody wants that.
But-
That's the only reason people tune in.
Yeah.
Nobody's rooting for
Tyson,
Jake.
because Tyson back a few years ago said he didn't want to fight ever again because it put him in such a dark place.
He would like
Yeah.
cry before fights because he was afraid of what
He was
going
gonna
to
hurt somebody.
And
Yeah.
then he got sick of what Jake Paul's been doing to the boxing
And he said,
industry.
"Hey, guess what? I'm back in that mindset."
Yeah.
But
Well,
but
he
he's
hates
60.
like Jake Paul's making a joke of the whole concept. He keeps getting all these retired guys and making fools of them.
He
and
fights
stuff.
non-fighters.
Well, and he pays them.
Yeah.
He pays them to
And
lose.
and it's in
That's
their
honest.
contract that like no knockouts. So like this one
This one
allegedly
is
knockouts
not-
are
yeah.
allowed.
I mean, he's a strong kid.
I
he's
wouldn't want to
gonna-
fight him.
He's gonna like
He would wreck
do
all of us.
well, but it's Tyson. I mean, it's an era that we grew up in of like, dude, he's terrifying.
I've seen him punch recently. He's got, if he lands one of those,
Oh yeah,
it's over. It's lights out.
It's still Mike. He might be 60, but he's
Yeah.
been training.
yeah.
Eventually, you lose your fastball, man.
No,
No,
he is not.
Oh my gosh.
He's so strong, dude.
He is still, but
He
he could,
literally
last time
could
he
kill
couldn't fight
somebody.
because he got an ulcer. Because he was training too hard.
Well,
He's
yeah,
old,
because
yeah.
he's insane, and
That's
he's
why
going to train.
He's gonna have zero stamina. If it's not over in the first 30 seconds, it's
Dude,
it's
it will
ball
be.
all the way.
Do you know when he bit off Holyfield's ear? I was watching that live when I was younger.
Oh, cool.
It wasn't just him being crazy and biting off his ear. Holyfield headbutt him like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah.
And hit him with low blows.
Yeah.
He kept playing dirty, so dirty.
Still shouldn't
so
bite
what-
his ear off.
Dude, it happened like 7 times. Like
Yeah, but I don't think you get an excuse to bite the ear
it
off.
was an excuse, but he's like, I'm done with it. He
Yeah.
kept saying, ref. He's
Yeah.
like hitting below the belt. He's,
The headbutt
he's
is the
heading
thing
butting
that
me.
people get mad
He
about.
headbutted him
Yeah.
so many times. So Tyson was like, screw this, man.
just rip your
Ref
ear out.
never called nothing. And he was like,
I watched a video of Tyson. He was on a podcast,
yeah,
and he was on like what would be considered a liberal podcast.
I think I saw this one.
And he was like, "I'm voting for Trump. What are you going to do about it? You want to fight me?"
It's like, well, no, I would disagree with you. He's like, what are you going to do about it? He was like, he was getting.
Mr. Tyson, I do not want any conflict with you.
Well, that's what the guy was like. Well, I mean, I would have to disagree with you. And he's like, no. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah,
Nothing, Mr. Tyson.
Yeah, he's in a dark place.
yeah, he is.
I saw him talking with Francis Ngannou, and he was like, like the UFC fighter,
Oh,
dude
yeah.
can punch so hard.
Francis is insane.
And he was like, you're favored by God, right? And Francis was like, yeah, I believe that. And he's like, be careful though, because if you're favored by God, it means, and he said, you're favored by the devil too, which he means like you get the devil's attention too.
Yeah.
And he said, make sure you leave with the one who brought you, because
Wow.
the other guy's trying to take you home too.
Yeah.
And I was like, did Mike Tyson just drop some like serious like spiritual advice down?
use that Sunday.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Tyson once said,
I'm working it in. You're welcome. You're getting some Mike Tyson on Sunday
Do it
morning.
right before his big fight. That way they
I'm
can
gonna-
use it for a
"Can
video
we
clip.
pray for Mike Tyson in his fight?"
I'm going to practice my Mike Tyson voice.
Wear your gloves up on stage. Oh, this is a whole thing. We're setting up a whole scenario. None of your congregation watch the show, so we got this. Anyway.
Greg's on here.
Oh, that's true. Greg.
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight.
He's watching the
Yeah, you
Bengals.
should totally go up there in full gear, headgear, and boxing gloves.
With the robe.
Have
And-
Brett knock you out.
And do the steps like Rocky.
Ta-da! Maybe, yeah. Have a cerebral palsy, so your lip curls up a little bit. Or no, that's not cerebral. It drops down on the other side.
Bell's palsy?
Bell's palsy. I said, yeah, cerebral.
I think
Cerebral.
Those are way different.
Yeah.
They're really different.
But yeah, that should be a sermon right before they fight because they're
Aren't
fighting.
you in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy?
I don't think you're always in, but I think it eventually ends
Like
there,
it's like a spine, right?
You're not getting anywhere
right? No,
fast. unless you're-
cerebral's brain, right?
I don't know.
But
Gosh, we're
I-
stupid.
It's the 15th. It is when the live thing is. So you need to do it
Oh, we
that
got him.
Sunday right
Oh, we
before the
didn't get him.
15th.
Dang it.
Daggone it, Brett.
He just missed him.
What about that
Movement
dude?
disorders.
What about that dude jumping and hurdling a guy backwards?
Oh.
Saquon.
That was cool.
Did you see the ad Nike put out for it?
Uh-uh.
It was, so you know how they had the swoosh? You know, they do the word witness. Like for LeBron, they did witness.
Yeah.
Well, it was Barkley right in the reverse jump,
Yeah.
and it was the witness and the swoosh, but they had flipped it. So the swoosh and witness were backward with him. It was awesome.
The best shot from that was from the sidelines when he did it. All of his teammates were going,
Literally the meme of like hands to face, like
every one of them.
it
was
was
insane.
it was crazy. Someone described it as a move so ridiculous. It's not even possible in Madden. Like there's no button to hit to do a reverse hurdle. And he hit a sick move like right before that.
Yeah.
Like he did the
the spin.
and saw a guy, thought it,
Broke his knees.
and then
yeah.
executed. He's like, he saw him and thought, I'm gonna reverse hurdle him.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Dude, he was so close. If that helmet full
right in the
spear
butt.
or on the butt cheek, that would have hurt so much.
There was a guy that was saying if he was the one that got jumped, he said if that was me, because the guy turned around, he's like, I'm not turning around. I'm running to the sideline, taking off my pads, calling an Uber, and going home. I'm just,
Well-
see you guys.
Take my severance pay and I'm out.
You can send the rest of this half game check.
You're like Antonio Brown announcing your retirement right then and there. He's taking off his clothes.
Just covering up his numbers so nobody can
Yes.
see it was him. Like,
Cover his
no,
name.
Don't let him see me.
He got reverse hurdled.
Dude, that was
in an NFL game.
crazy. That was like
Oh,
spunky
shoot.
high school player stuff.
Oh, knock him down. All right, we better get
Really?
off this thing so I can stop being distracted.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in to Pod Bless Podcast. Make sure if you're out there, you can share the show with a friend. Let them know that we do a live every Thursday night at 9:00 ish. Joey won't be here next week, so we should be on time.
I might try to do a call in if I'm not totally wiped. Be
Okay.
kind of fun.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Do a reporting update.
You haven't wiped.
We'll see if your phone links.
Dana wiped?
What?
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 Said you're gonna call in if you haven't wiped.
Oh, and then I said Dana wiped.
My
I
son
like
would
Dana
call
White.
in. Oh my gosh, kid won't wipe. But yeah, thanks for tuning in with us, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow.
Do it. I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
I'm Brett.
And
this is Pod Bless.
I like that fade in, Noah.
Oh! Just kidding. There was nothing.
Joey, Josh, and Brett. Talking scripture free.